Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to come on here, tell a kind of a story, if you will, um, but ask a question at the end. And so I'll start with a story here, as far as mindset goes. So everyone has a thought factory, an internal thought factory. So don't know if you knew that or not, but everyone's got an internal thought factory. And on one side there's positive, on the other side there's negative, and each one has a foreman. So, and every morning you have a conversation, um, with either the positive or the negative foreman. The question is, the question is, which foreman do you have a thought with? I mean, a conversation with. Sorry, which foreman do you have a conversation with? Do you get up in the morning going, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. I have wrong side of the bed. My alarm clock went off. That's conversation with the negative foreman. Or you're like, all right, let's roll. I'm excited for the day. A lot of great things going on. It's going to be a great day. That's a conversation with the positive foreman. So every morning you wake up, you have a conversation with one of those foremen. More throughout the day if necessary, but at least one of the foremen you have a conversation with. So, and then whoever you have the conversation with, they turn around to their factory workers, because each foreman has 1,000,000 factory workers going on in your brain. So 2,000,000 for factory workers. So whoever you have that conversation with turns around and is like, all right, listen up. Boss says A, B, and C. Let's get to work. And so whether it's positive or negative, they get to work producing more thoughts, similar thoughts. So if you have a conversation with negative foreman negative, and you're like, it's a bad day, I woke up too soon, woke up on the wrong side of the bed, my car is broken down, or I've got a flat tire, they're going to produce more thoughts, and they got this thing streamlined. So pretty soon, you're going to find every thought you can coming to you that's negative. Cloudy day, bus was late, traffic sucks, flat tire, breakfast, ran out of breakfast this morning, ran out of cereal, ran out of milk, whatever, my shoelace broke, on and on and on and on and on. And then that gets delivered, just sort of like Amazon Prime, Universe Prime, as I've heard. That'll get delivered to you, and then it'll manifest in real life. You'll find more things to be negative about. Or if you have a conversation with Forman Positive, it's going to be a great day. I've got this going on. I'm grateful for the rain. Traffic may be bad, but I'm grateful that I'm able to drive to a job that provides for my family. If you're talking with Forman Positive, he's going to turn around and hey, listen up, guys. Boss has a good day. He's got a lot going on. He's wanting this happen, and he's looking forward to this. He's feeling good about this. Let's get to work. Let's get going. And then pretty soon they're pumping out more thoughts like that. My car gets me where I need to go. My job pays the bills and gets me the ability to do X, Y, Z. The bus gets me where I need to go. I've got this great opportunity to go hang out with friends. I may not have a lot of time over here, but I can have quality time. I may not have a lot of money, but I'm going to make it count by doing this. And and the money I do have, I'm going to spend over here, and it's going to be worth every penny, and we're going to have such a great time doing this. And on and on and on that way. And then you'll see it start manifesting, and your whole day will start going that way. So, again, you've got a thought factory in your mind, your own personal thought factory with two divisions, positive and negative. And each division has a foreman in charge of that division. And every morning, you have a conversation with one of those foremen. The question is, which foreman? And the best thing about it is, you get to choose. You decide which foreman you're having a conversation with. So, if you start leaning towards and walking towards Foreman Negative's office, you could turn around and walk towards Forman Positive office. You have that decision, and vice versa. So, think positive, great things happen. Like attracts like, so negative thoughts, you'll get more negative. Positive thoughts, you'll get more positive. Decide which foreman you're going to talk to in the morning. Take care.